So what we are seeing in current rates of education scenario, that pupil day by day learning different technology, and by the technology we are seeing it depends if we are using it in proper way, it is really the good. Otherwise it is creating the disaster. You know very well, you have in the vicinity the Kota atomic power plant. You know very well, when in the chemistry the controlled chain reaction, then the atomic energy plant can generate the electricity. But in the other way, when it is the uncontrolled chain reaction, it is too difficult to keep the distance or to save ourselves that we saw at the Hiroshima in Nagasaki. So in this computer world, what we are seeing, the citizenship will be granted by the digitalization. Your child is getting complete knowledge of the education with respect to the computer too. You know very well, nowadays we are not able to use the typewriter. We are just clicking on the computer. So what? From the type, we are coming to the mouse and clicking the word. You are seeing the child now not learning the tables. They are just using the calculator. It is the technology advancement. And among all of you, when I will ask your mobile number, you will see your mobile number and tell me. So you can't claim your own mobile number because you are not finding the necessity to claim it. It is very important. So when we are seeing the effect of information technology, that you will find the automation, digitalization, robotization and the globalization. It is really very important. This world is becoming global. You are sitting here, you can talk with a person or a friend who is at America. Or you can see even through the videograph what he is doing there. When we were seeing in the Mahabharata, the Dhritarashtra was seeing the Yudh, the war with the help of the Sanjay. So what we are seeing the live telecast only because of the technology. Technology is a bridge in between the learner and the instructor. It is now removing the gap in between the learner and the instructor. That's why what we are seeing. Nowadays the system is changing. We have to teach anything, then we have to become friendly. Then the students are able to hear you and they will learn definitely too. When we are seeing the time of Plato, the writing came. Now what we are seeing, the instructor in technology is fulfilling the gap in between instructor and that. And you will surprise the technology which we have. We are seeing the America having the best technology. But you will surprise after knowing that China is only the country who is using the maximum technology with respect to the child's education. Here you are seeing this list in which the countries mentioned with respect to the advantage of the technology which they are getting, in which you are finding the South Korea. South Korea is number one with respect to the school education. That's why you are seeing that Nokia is now becoming bankrupt and the Samsung is coming forward. It is the greatest part of the technology implementation which we are seeing in the education. Here you will find that with respect to the rank, I choose here only 3 countries, in which first is the Finland, the Singapore and the China. In Finland you will surprise that child not going to the school till the age of 7. He is not doing any homework, not appearing in any examination till the age of 16. But the biggest and the best part which we are seeing with respect to the Finland, that the weakest and the meritorious students, the marginal gap. They are all equal. And that's why the Finland is coming first in the world with respect to the education part. These parameters which you are seeing of the education is taken by the language, science and mathematics. If child is good in language, child is good in mathematics, child is good in science, then definitely the education is now fulfilling the requirement with respect to making the child the digital citizen. Now we are seeing about the Singapore. In Singapore you will find that maximum budget they are putting with respect to their teachers orientation program. You will find in India number of workshops, seminars, number of things we are saying the government is doing. But only we are going there and talking and just meeting with the friends. It is not the target of that seminar. We have to learn what the information they want to deliver us, and that information which we are getting from that seminar, we have to implement in our organization. Regarding the China, I already said that China is using the best technology, and now you see the change. To look, you are changing. Before going to the party, you are just in front of mirror, trying to use number of cosmetics and becoming always young. In a similar way, we have to update with respect to technology, then we can tune. As someone spoke that the child knows a lot, and we are learning a lot from the child regarding the mobile. And definitely I am telling you, it is only the time of mobile which we are learning from the child. But sometimes later on you will find the newspaper not coming in the houses. We have to read from the computer only. And then we have to take the help of grandson to learn from that. What is basically the thing behind the development of the technology? That's very important thing. Here you are seeing the bulb and the matchstick which is glowing. It is really the fusion of the old and the new train. When we are taking the example of the before the Edison, when we have to remove the darkness at the time of night, we have to use the lamp. When we are coming today, what we are doing, just we are putting the got switch on, and then we are seeing that one idea which change and remove the darkness of the light. That's the idea of Edison. Just tell me, before the bulb, Edison elevates how the bulb? भाई एडिसन ने बल्ब बनाने की सोची तो क्या एडिसन ने बल्ब देखा था? The idea came in the mind of Edison to make the bulb. And that day when the idea came in the mind of Edison, he could find that bulb can be made. He tried again and again, 10,000 times, he became the failure. The people telling that he failed 10,000 times. No, he is telling, I never failed. I learned 10,000 methods through which the bulb cannot be made. So what we are seeing, the advancement of technology, we are talking a lot. But tell me, if there is natural disaster, can you use the facilities which you are using? Can you help in case of any technology which we are using to continue? It's impossible. So what we are seeing, really it is very important, especially with respect to the country. What we are seeing, we are using the cryogenic engine of the Russia. We are borrowing the technology from the France, Japan, Germany. The car which we are using is definitely made of South Korea, China, or we can say that Japan or the Germany. When we are talking about the ambassador, are you seeing ambassador anywhere? Because we are not able to tune or update ourselves with respect to the technology, that's why we are not able to see the ambassador on the road. So it is really very important. We have to learn with respect to the day-to-day technology. Just you will surprise the job which your children are doing. You were seeing that 20 years ago. You are seeing now computer operator. You are seeing that translator. You are seeing that different kind of portfolios they are holding and earning a lot of money. But his job was not available earlier. In a similar way, which the education which we are imparting can give after 12 years the job. So we have to prepare the child by keeping in mind that after 20 years he is able to at least earn bread and butter by this education for which we are imparting in our organization. Here we are seeing that sometimes sometimes those you are seeing unexpected is really changing the world. What do you mean? Here we are seeing that the tire which we are using, the technology which we use in tire, you will surprise that he was sleeping just in the bag. He got the idea of the vulcanization using the sulfur with the rubber, with the latex, and there is the formation of tire. So sometimes when you are dreaming, it doesn't mean that's only the dream. When you are working on them, that will become the reality. To make the reality, we have to face the challenges in which you will surprise that first when the Sputnik was launched from the space mission, John F. Kennedy surprised. He said we are investing a lot of money in this science, but Russia is putting first step in space. It is shame to the scientists. It is shame to the America. I am giving now challenge to you. You have to put first step on the moon. Then we can satisfy that we can do something better than Russia. The vision was given by the politician John F. Kennedy, not having the knowledge of science, but he challenged to the scientists. And what we are seeing after the decade, you are seeing that at 4:18 p.m. July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong stated there what? One small step for man, but it is the giant step for mankind. It is the vision which the pupil can fulfill if you are giving. That you are seeing in your childhood. Sometimes when we are seeing that we are not able to get or we are not able to achieve, but when we are giving the target to the sun, they are able to achieve it. So it is really the courage which we have to give, we have to motivate them. And with respect to the time which we are seeing, especially what we are always discouraging the child when they are using the mobile, they are using the computer, they are using the internet. There is no shame to use the internet. There is no shame to use the mobile. We all are using. But how to use, in what manner we have to use, that's matter. So we have to train them to use that technology in proper way. You will find that no answer is wrong in the world. You will surprise that again, university is asking one question. Find out the height of the skyscraper with the help of barometer. With the help of barometer, find out the height of the skyscraper. The question is really easy also, the tough also, the funny also. What the child is doing is writing one answer. I will take the barometer, tie at the end of barometer and suspend from the height of the skyscraper. And then I will measure the length of the thread and the length of the barometer, and then I will join add them, and that will be the height of the skyscraper. But the teachers among us not able to give the answer for that. So he failed that examination, then he challenged. The university is now putting one arbiter there. Then what's happening? The university was telling the answer is right, but it is not scientific. So that we have to call to the student and ask from him about the something scientific things which he has. Then what we are seeing? That the students coming there and he was granted 6 minutes. 5 minutes he was thinking what to do. Then ultimately the arbiter is telling that you have now got 1 minute. Please come with the answer. He said, sir, I have a number of answers. Which answer you ask? I don't know. We can find out the height of that skyscraper with the help of barometer. I will take the barometer and reach to the top, and I will drop the barometer, and after knowing the time, I can use the motion equation to get the height of the skyscraper. But in the answer, it is the said thing that the barometer will not reveal. So I don't want to use this option. Instead, suppose it is the sunny day, I will use the similar triangle method. By the shadow of the skyscraper, I will just equate the height and the distance, and then I can find out the height of the barometer, height of the skyscraper. He said, if you want the answer more scientific, I will use the barometer as the pendulum. I will find out the oscillation at the top as well as the bottom, and then by the difference in the pressure, I can find out the height of the skyscraper. Which answer you require, I don't know, but I have one more answer. Then he said, I can measure the pressure at the bottom as well as at the top of the skyscraper. Then I can find out the height of the barometer, height of the skyscraper. So what it concludes? There are number of questions, number of answers. One question having number of answers which you are seeing, but you will be surprised that Einstein was giving each year the same question in the university. Then one friend asked, why are you giving same question each year? He said the answer changed. You are seeing this world is changing. That's why the same question we have, the child is not hearing us. I am asking you, when we were child, we were hearing our parents? No. Till today, you may be well matured, you have the now matured age. I am telling you, the man is doing what he desires. He is listening to others, but doing what he desires. So how can we expect from the child too? So that's why the technology advancement is really very essential. With respect to the education scenario, we are seeing day by day the technology is helping us. But it is definitely making us what? Slow. Now, when I am taking the class, when I was taking the class 20 years ago, I was able to make any figure. But now, just I have to click and get it dictated. I want to suppose dictate the definition, I am reading, this is the definition because I am not scanning. This is the worst situation which we are seeing with the technology. Just you are seeing the handwriting too. Child now not knowing even the spelling. With respect to the spelling part, I am telling you frankly, without the computer, I am not able to confine that spelling which I am writing is correct or wrong. It is the worst situation of the technology which we are seeing. So what I want to tell you, the technology which we are using is really very helpful. And to remain with the time, to go with the time, we have to use it. And what we are seeing, the innovators, they are not moving with respect to the time. They are so advanced, they are trying to swing against to the time. That is the innovator. You are seeing here, this apple is falling down. Newton is just seeing why apple is coming down. Before Newton, the apple was going up. Before Newton, the apple was again coming down. But he is only the person who was watching, observing minutely that apple is coming down, and by that he gave the law of gravity. All the satellites are working on that law. Number of persons, they are able to fail the Newton's law, but the satellite not failing if they are following the Newton's law. It is the true innovator reflection. So what the use of technology? We all are talking about the technology. Technology is only the education aid that can help us to equalize the children. One who is the last ranker or the first ranker. One last ranker and the first ranker both are riding the motorcycle. And the same situation they are getting on the road. Last ranker able to save, but the first ranker stuck the accident. Who is intelligent? Who is intelligent? So what I want to tell you, the technology is only the means through which we can minimize the weakest and the strongest child, which we were seeing at Finland. Here you are seeing the teachers giving always the punishment when the students are not able to complete the homework. They are not getting the good marks. But in Finland, they are also students, they are also human beings. And what we are seeing, they are the top country. Students not appearing in examination till 60, not doing any homework, but they are far ahead than India's rank, you will surprise, under 100 not coming. Just here technology, IIT, which we are telling, the tag of the IIT is big. Tell me, single IITian who is the recipient of Nobel Prize. It is shame to the country. The IIT 5 years ago, third technical university. Now the IIT is not coming under 200. 218th rank of the Delhi, 220th rank of Kanpur, and 215th rank of Bombay. Now you can see where the IIT is. So to use the technology is too easy, but to know the technology, it's very important. We can give fish to the child to eat, but that we are not required to do. We have to tell him how to do fishing, then he will remain whole life and he can survive whole life. So then, in this changing world, I would like to tell you something more. Chip which we are using, we are telling first generation computer, second generation computer, third generation computer, supercomputer. What's the difference? The difference is the chip. The memory of the chip is day by day increasing. The integrated circuits more and more. So what we are saying that the devices chip double every 12 months. Anyone, anywhere, anytime able to write or to send audio or visual only because of technology. We are seeing that the computer is becoming as fast as our mind is. So it is the challenge with respect to our body part. So now shortly what you will see in the market, see. Shortly the body spare parts will be available. Lungs and kidney is available in the what? Showrooms till 2015. Artificial brain cells till 2017. Synthetic muscles will be available to remain young till 2019. Artificial eye implantation is possible till 2024. And you will surprise, the brain is also available in the showroom in 2035. I would like to share some of by calling some persons to share their reviews to receive the memento from our Vice Chairman, sir.